Are you serious?
Yes, there's plenty of ways to kill an hour out there. Right now, you are killing one with us. I'm Marcus Bronzy.
And I'm Nick Bright. And remember, right, there's loads of ways you can listen to this podcast, which is what's so great about podcasts, really. You can get it via the Apple Podcast app for iPhone, iTunes on your computer, your Mac, or via the Acast app, which works on Android phone, iPhone. It works on the new Google phone as well. Pretty much every single phone out there that you can think of, other than your 3310. But if you're still rolling with a 3310, I mean, your life is a mess.
How does it feel rolling with a Nokia 3310, knowing that if you drop your phone and it hits the floor will break?
That is the good thing about it, and I guess for girls, if you're rocking a 3310 in your handbag and someone tries to like mug your handbag, like you can smack them with the handbag and it's literally like having a brick in your bag.
It's a weapon. Let's be honest,
Yeah.
It's a weapon. If somebody threw a phone at your face, in fact, if anyone threw an iPhone at your face, actually, that would fucking hurt.
Yeah.
You know?
Trust me.
iPhone to the face. Anyway, I've been killing some time a few ways this week, Nick. I've done another experience. We spoke about an experience in a previous episode where we did Mission Breakout. I did another experience. It was called the Tower of London Night Watchers Experience. And the Tower of London is obviously a massive part of a national heritage here in the UK. It's this national treasure. You know, it's where the crown jewels are held, apparently. Still, the Queen's crown jewels are held, and they've managed to turn it into one of those interactive experiences and immersive experiences that we've done, Nick. So,
Right, okay.
the setting of this is... Oh, and by the way, this is running on the 10th to the 12th of November 2016. If you want to get tickets, we'll put a link to that at howtokillanhour.com/blog. So try and get your hands on that. And if it's after that time, click on the link and they'll let you know if they're doing other dates because it's selling out super quick. But the setting of this is it's after dark. The Tower of London is off limits to visitors, to normal visitors, but not to us because we are Operative 341. So they manage to immerse you in the Tower of London by, you know, the other stuff we've done, Nick, where we'll go in and someone will brief us and talk to us and be like, this is what you're going to do as a team. This is different. They give you a smartphone. It's your phone and some headphones, give you a number to call, and then from there on, somebody calls you and communicates with you and tells you where to go. You communicate with them, call them back, and it's an experience which it's the first one I went to by myself because unfortunately no one could make it, but it didn't matter that I was by myself because it was like a solo experience. And you basically step into this world of state surveillance, where you take messages and phone calls that lead you around the prison areas of the Tower of London, gives you loads of historical information, kind of dips into like a bit of info about where you're at, and also gives you sort of this weird immersive experience where you have to rush to certain places and make sure you're not seen by certain other people as well. So it's like, it's really odd, like, because we've done the other experience that we did, Mission Breakout, which that was in a tube station. I was like, all right, that's cool. This is a real place. This was actually in the Tower of London, bro. So
what was that like?
It was nighttime. So the Tower of London is a very beautiful and scenic place. It's slap bang in the middle of London. You're surrounded by all these massive glass buildings, like, you know, that you can see the Shard, you can see the walkie-talkie, but all these epic, big banking buildings and stuff. But then you're in a castle. And it smells like a castle. It looks like a castle. You're creeping around dark corners of it, looking at old prison cells with names scratched into the walls by bare hands, and at the same time as getting all this historical information about, you know, Guy Fawkes, which is obviously quite relevant in November 2016 when we're recording this. You are also under pressure from this set of operatives that are following you and making you do stuff. So for me, I was like, this is an education, but at the same time, it was an immersive experience because I walked out of there having learned a lot about the Tower of London and also being scared shitless from the experience. Because this person is in your ears. They're like, walk up these stairs, Nick. Take a left here. Make sure this person doesn't see you. And you've got to...
How does it know where you are?
you call it at specific times and it
Right,
messages
okay.
you at specific times as well. So it kind of gives you inklings. So when you're here, call this number. You call the number and they're like, look to your right, you should see this. Look out this window. If you see a person doing this, do that. And you get to interact with other people as well. It's mad crazy, bro. It's mad. It's like there are all these tours as well that are around the Tower of London, but you're just solo sneaking around. It's really, really good, man. Really enjoyed it.
Right, okay. So in terms of immersive experiences, it's something a little bit different by the sounds of it. I wasn't there, so I can only ask you your opinion of it. Like putting it up against, I don't know, say Mission Breakout or one of the other ones that we've done, the escape room style ones. What would you say? How would you say it's better?
Its unique point is the fact that you can do it solo. That was because I feel like all the other things that we've done that are immersive, bar Secret Cinema, probably because of Roll Dead by yourself, is massive groups of people, but all the other things require you to have at minimum 2-3 people, and you need to communicate. You need to talk all the time. You have to. Like if we went to one of those escape rooms by ourselves, I think it would be shit. Do you know what I mean? Like, I think it would be shit. It'd just be in a room fucking trying to work out a puzzle. It'd just be a bit weird. But this, it's just you, a smartphone, a pair of headphones, and yes, there's interactive parts of the environment, but this pair of headphones and this smartphone guide you around the Tower of London. It's your own personal experience. You, for an hour, are not talking to anyone directly unless this thing tells you to do it, or you're kind of listening to instructions. So the main difference for me is the fact that you can do it solo. That was great. And it's less like fun, just silly fun. It's more educational fun as well. Like I felt like I learned a lot. Like some of the info was kind of strong, talking about like torture and death and stuff. So maybe not for like, kids under 16. But if you're rolling with anyone 16 plus, I'd say it's definitely a situation where if you wanted to do something a little bit different on an evening, learn a little bit and have a little bit of fun, this is it, man. I don't know. Does this sound boring, Nick? If I'm like, oh no, it's educational, but I learned a lot, bruv. Like, but it was fun.
It does sound a little bit boring.
I'll tell you straight.
Just because, like, like Christmas time when you was younger, yeah, like you would be like unwrapping those presents, super gassed, and then it's like some educational present pops out. You're like, fam, what is this? Like you look at your mum and dad in disbelief.
Yeah,
like really?
You thought it was a computer game, it's a book. Nah, this wasn't it. It was more like you went and experienced and you felt the pressure of being followed and chased and having to do secret missions, but then you walk out of it, I'm like, shit, I actually learned about the Tower of London. And you know what? It's kind of weird. You know how we don't learn about where we are? Like I've lived in London my whole life and I've never thought about doing a tour of the Tower of London. I've been around it and stuff, obviously. There were the Sea of Roses, which was lovely, but I've never thought, let's go and have a good old look around the Tower of London. It was well worth it, mate. Well worth it.
Right, okay.
But yeah, it's pretty good. Enjoyed my life. And all right, next thing that I did, Nick, though, I went to an event yesterday by a company called Roly. And they have previously invented this keyboard called the Seaboard, which is a keyboard which you can, as well as just like a normal keyboard, you can just tinker notes. Da, 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 da. This keyboard, if you hold your finger down, it's like, or to better explain it, you can program the keyboard to have a guitar sound coming out of it, and you can play a keyboard expressively like one would play a guitar. So if you hold a key down, it's like that sort of stuff. And there's 5 dimensions of touch within the Seaboard keyboard. Pretty cool. Awesome instrument, wicked for production. But Roly said, you know what? You still kind of need to play the keyboard to know how to use one of these things. How can we make something that an idiot like me, who's only got grade 1 in piano, can pick up and enjoy? And they made this thing called Blocks, and this literally just dropped yesterday in this modular music studio that lets anyone kind of get into production. And it's this little square pad which is the size of a, what did I say? You're not a smoker, Nick, but imagine 2 cigarette boxes next to each other.
Right.
Or 2 credit cards next to each other. There you go. It's about that size, a little bit bigger than that. And all you need is that and a free app called Noise on your iPad or your smartphone, and you can start playing mad instruments, beats with high quality sound effects, and start recording them and start making tunes. And it sounds so simple because it is, Nick, yeah. But yesterday we were joined by these guys called Parisi at the announcement at this keynote speech, and they live played a tune for us, which was just, the production quality sounded amazing, man.
Really?
Like absolutely amazing. And they're using this blocks, these blocks things. And thing is, you can get one, and one of them is great. It's got like loads of LEDs on it, 225 LEDs on it, 5D touch, where you can play a note, like tap a note in, or you can hold your finger down or move it around. But you can also hook up more than one of them, and they stick together with, like, MagSafe on your MacBook.
Yeah.
They're like that. So you can stick 2 or 3 of them together and just upgrade your kit, grow your kit. And they have all these extra little bits of extra control, like this loop block and a live block, which you plug in. And you can, for producers, if you're a producer, you might have heard of something called The Machine, which kicks the fuck out of a lot of other bits of production kit for building beats and grooves real quick. I mean, it's debatable. Some people don't like it. This is way more easier than The Machine. Like, anyone could get their hands on it. Like, this had support from Steve Aoki, Grimes, RZA's even on it as well, bruv. And they've got these guys providing sound kits for them as well. So, bruv,
I've seen it. I saw a video on your one of your socials. I can't remember which one it was.
Insta. Yeah. And did you see it? Yeah. What did you think?
Yeah.
From what you saw?
I thought it looked good, man. Like, obviously, it's really hard to tell without being hands-on, because you guys were, from what I could gather, you were standing watching a big video demonstration, and it's like, I don't know how good the guy in the video demonstration is. The guy in the video demonstration might be fucking a million times better than me, you know what I mean? Like, and then when I get my hands on it, I might be dead.
I'm going to be honest with you, bruv. He's a sick piano player, yeah. The guy's, his name's Marco Parisi, and him and his brother came up and they smashed it. But I'm going to tell you the truth, Nick. I'm not going to lie. I had a little inside look at this thing about a month ago, mate. They took me down to the Rolly Studios. I had a go on it. And, all right, I'm kind of musical, but within 5 minutes of sitting down with this product, I was building beats, and they didn't sound brother. They didn't sound shit. They didn't sound shit. You know, you can say, oh, I don't know, but this is, honestly, I feel like it's something that people, you look at it, one of these little devices, and you'll think, right, a little thing he's holding in his hand, you can't build tunes with that. But mate, if you focused on this and started using this properly, I think there's going to be bangers made by these Rolly blocks. By these,
really?
Yeah, man. I think so. It looked really, really good, man. And we'll put links obviously at howtokillnow.com/blog if you're into production. But it was amazing, man. Absolutely amazing. So yeah, I feel like I've been really sensible. I might have
to look into it.
Yeah. I feel like I've been really sensible in this episode, Nick. Am I being boring? Am I being so educational?
A little bit, but I'll let you off because it makes a change from us talking just bare shit.
There you go, tits and arse. All right, here you go. I got something else that I've been fucking with then. An iKettle. Boom. A smart fucking kettle, Nick. I'm in the room.
I mean, I've obviously not had a go on this, but I know what it is. I know exactly what they are. I assume it's a kettle that you can tell to boil like on your phone.
Hell to the fucking yes. Hell to the yes.
Is it good?
Oh man. Well, I'm going to tell you about my first experience with it. I fucked up. I didn't have a good time with it. I really hated it for a while. And that's because I downloaded the wrong app to use with it.
How did you manage that?
By not reading the instructions. So there's a lesson to be learnt now. Maybe as men, we should start trying to read the instructions to things.
So you download, you got the iKettle, you unboxed it,
and downloading an app that was not an app for it.
But how did that? That's what I mean. See, I'm just trying to go through the kind of step. You got it. You're like, oh yeah, can't wait to get this. Unboxed it, had a look in the box. Oh wow, this kettle looks amazing. Yep. Plugged it into the wall. Oh great. Let me just download the app now. like, how did you get the wrong one?
There's a very similar sounding app to the app. Let me just get the app out. The app's called you make sure you download the right app as well when you get your hands on this as well. It's called Smarter, and there's another app called Smarter for a similar kind of product. And
Right.
let's just say it doesn't work. So there was a lot of effing and blinding in the How to Kill an Hour towers. Billy was here, another few guys were here, and they were laughing at me for a long time afterwards, after I found out that I'd been trying the wrong app for hours.
You were ready to come on and slate it, wasn't you? You were ready to come on How to Kill an Hour.
Fucking ready.
Be like,
Bruv,
this is shit.
I was going to throw this shit on the floor. I'm going to be like, fuck this. Fucking shit. Fuck it. Why did I even want to fuck around? An hour? Do you know how many cups of tea I could have made in that time? I was saying all that sort of shit. But then this iKettle, once I got the right app on, I started to play with it. So basically, it's, like you said, Nick, it's a Wi-Fi kettle that can be remotely boiled from anywhere in your home. Anywhere that you're on the same Wi-Fi network.
Yeah.
As well as just being able to boil it, like turn it on. It has other modes like wake up mode, which basically schedules it to boil at a certain alarm time. So like, you know, get your little wake up cup of coffee. Or you can have home mode, which I've just fucked with today because I set it up yesterday, where when you walk into you can set it up for certain times. When I walk into the office, the kettle boils for me.
Yeah.
So I'm like, nice. I set it up for the mornings when I want a little brew. It's got water sensors in it, which let you know how much water's in it. Custom temperatures, which is great if you're creating food for, you're doing solutions, formula for kids and that.
Right, okay,
So
yeah.
it'll boil it up and then reduce it to the right temperature and let you know when it's the right temperature for formula. And that's what it does. And once I set it up with the Wi-Fi, bruv, it worked. And I thought, is this something that is just a bit unnecessary? But I like being able to walk into the office and have the kettle boiling for me.
Yeah, but for that, because I think that's called geofencing, right?
Yeah.
I think that's what they call it. And because I've got Philips Hue light bulbs in my flat, so you know, like the light bulbs that you can have bare different colours,
Yeah.
and you can control them with your phone and blah blah blah. I've got those, and I haven't bothered setting up the geofencing, but I assume it's like when you walk in your front door and you hit a certain, I don't know, like geographical point, the lights will turn on. So it's the same thing with the kettle.
That's right.
The kettle will turn on. But the only thing that I'm questioning about it is, do you have to have the app open?
No, you have it on in the background. You do need to have your location services on and your Wi-Fi on because you hit the Wi-Fi network. So as you come in and hit the Wi-Fi network, it boils for you.
Right, okay.
So it won't do it when you're like 5 minutes from home, which I really wanted it to do, but then I thought that might not be safe.
Yeah, right. That will probably be a reason why you can't do it.
Yeah, but you know, it's next time you're over at the How to Kill an Hour offices, I'll set you up, or you can see we just roll in and it's like boop boop. Yeah, kettle's boiled. It's nice. It's a nice little touch where I can sit here while I'm working and just click a little button and the kettle starts boiling. I
don't even have to get up,
mate. I'm a lazy motherfucker. So what about these Philips, these light bulbs as well? So have you set them up so that when you walk in the house, the lights go on?
No, I haven't bothered because it's just I've got a widget on my phone and I can just, like, you know, when like you pull down from the top of the screen on the iPhone,
yeah,
and then there's a widget there, and I've just got all my different settings and all my different rooms like on there. So I've got, like, we got the living room, we got a lamp in the living room as well. So we got the living room light, the lamp in the living room, and also a underneath my decks, because my decks are in the living room. Underneath those, I've got like a light strip, so it's like that. Like, you can have them light up all different colours and shit. And then I've just got it in my bedroom as well, and my flatmate's got it in his room too. Don't really want to take it to the next level of having it in like the bathroom and that. It's a bit long for all of that. Like you can set the mood purple while you're having a shit.
Yeah,
if you want.
Yeah. Purple's a good shit color, isn't it? Or is it? Or green?
Not if your shit's purple or green. That's not good. I would advise you going to the doctor if that's the problem.
Oh man. Oh. So like you could just be chilling with the missus and just the lights go blue and low.
Yeah.
She knows what time it is.
One of the cool things you can do with them is you can set up a sunset and sunrise mode. So like in the morning when your alarm goes off, you can have your bedroom light come on like gradually and get brighter and brighter and brighter like a sunset, and then obviously the same thing at night time. You can do like a 10-minute sunset mode or something, and it like gradually brings the lights down while you're in bed.
Does it work?
Yeah, it works, but I mean, like, I don't use it. I feel like it's just pointless. Like, especially like when I want to get up in the morning, I need to be shocked out of bed, bruv. None of this fucking nicely, easy does it shit. I just need the like most hardcore alarm on the phone and like just get your ass up, bruv.
I like to be eased in, man.
Nah, not me, mate. Not me. I'm straight in, bruv. Straight in.
Like
hard.
Drum and bass to wake you up.
Yeah. Tear out shit in the morning.
Oh, fucking hell. Fuck that. Oh, wicked. All right. Well, I'll check those out, man. We'll put links to that in the show description and I'll put the How to Kill an Hour blog as well, man. Those Philips light bulbs. Check them out. Philips Hue, right?
Philips Hue, yeah.
Philips Hue. Check them out. Cool. Nintendo have also dropped that brand new console about a week ago now. But we didn't speak about it. The home console.
Yeah. Switch.
Yeah. Portable handheld console and a home console in one. Kind of both at the same damn time.
I really like it, man. Like I say I like it. I've obviously not got my hands on it, but like from what I've seen on the advert that I saw floating around online, looks really, really good.
Yeah, I mean, apparently, yeah. Go on, sorry.
You know, I was just going to say, it looks so good. You can be playing a game at home, and then say if you got to you look at your fucking watch and you're like, shit, I got to leave for work now. You can just literally. You don't have to stop playing and then go and pick it up again on your phone or on another device. You pick up the console, which then has a screen in it, and the controller then clips to the outside of the console, so it becomes like a handheld, almost like a Nintendo DS, or more a kind of more accurate description is the controller for the Wii U. It almost turns into that, and then you can play it while you're on the bus, and then. On the advert that I saw floating around, some guy gets on a flight and then he unclips the controller from the side of the screen and then puts the screen on the tray table of the flight and then just has the two halves of the controller in one in each hand. He doesn't even put them back together. He's got the buttons in his right hand and then the D-pad or joystick in his left hand, and they're not even connected. Shit's mad.
It's sick. And you see them people using the two little sticks as separate controllers as well, don't you?
Yeah.
I mean, you know what's funny about advert, Nick? It's funny though. Is who during there's a basketball game where they stop playing and start playing Nintendo. Who's playing basketball and suddenly goes, stop. Let's play some Mario Kart.
yeah, exactly.
Let's do some free running to the top of a building so I can play Super Smash Brothers with you.
You obviously have to take these adverts with a pinch of salt.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
But yeah, now the console though, it looks sick, man. I mean, like you said, they got the unique controllers, which they call in the Joy-Con controllers that sit either side of the screen. And the fact that they've made it super easy for the multiplayer side of things. I think Nintendo could be onto another one. You know, when they brought out the Wii and technically the Wii didn't have the greatest specs, but it was just sort of the multiplayability of it made it win. Do you reckon this could be another one for it, for Nintendo?
Potentially, because when the Wii came out, it was met with quite a bit of animosity from the gaming community. People were like, "No, this is shit," blah blah blah. But there was. I mean, I don't know what the stats are now, but when the Wii, the Xbox 360, and the PlayStation 3 were the main consoles that were out, I think the Wii had the same or more sales figures than the Xbox and the PlayStation joint together.
Yeah.
So it's they were killing it, because you don't have to be a serious gamer to buy into it, and I think that's important. I mean, I don't know what the deal is with this with the Nintendo Switch, but if they can maximize that market again, man, they can smash it.
Yeah, trust, because you hit the nail on the head, Nick. It's playability, and you don't have to be a serious gamer. I mean, don't get me wrong, there's games out there for serious gamers, yeah, but there's a massive market of people who just want to have a little bit of fun. Why the fuck not?
I call them you app gamers, people, because people forget that on your iPhone or your Android phone or whatever, when you download a game and play it, you're still playing a game, but you're a passive gamer. You're not hardcore. You're not somebody who's going to go home and have a 6-hour Call of Duty sesh. You're just somebody who likes playing, easy pick up and play games. And that's the market that Nintendo really tapped into with the Wii, as well as the fitness market as well. So you had a lot of people doing the fucking yoga shit that you could do and this and that and blah, blah, blah. And I think that that Microsoft and Sony both saw that when they brought out their the PlayStation Move and also the Xbox Connect. But for whatever reason, they didn't really connect that well, if you pardon the pun. Like they really didn't. Like, and I was quite surprised at that. I think the main reason that Xbox Connect didn't do that well is because you needed American size fucking rooms. Like, we live in the UK where houses aren't that big unless you're a millionaire. Like, and for a Connect to work, you needed, like, put it this way, in my room, I'm sitting in my bedroom right now, and if I had a Connect, I wouldn't be able to have a bed in my bedroom. Like, because you need all that floor space. You need the whole fucking room because you needed to stand so far away from the console. So, like, yeah, they didn't do that well in that regard. So, yeah, I can't even remember the point I was making, but yeah, fuck the Connect.
I mean, you're right. Like, you need to think about just something that can appeal to everyone, and as well as hardcore gamers, you want to hit everyone. I think that's, like you said, that's why the app game side of the app side of thing kills it, because everyone has a smartphone pretty much now. Yeah. And that means everyone can play an app that they like. So you got to do is make, like, Candy Crush. Yeah, as annoying as that is for everyone, that smashed it though, right, Nick? Do you know what I mean? A simple game. I mean, so do you think Sony and Microsoft have anything to be worried about? Because obviously their focus is VR right now. That's what the hype was a few weeks ago. Kind of died down, the VR hype, hasn't it?
Yeah, but I think that's mainly because, you know, the PlayStation VR launch event was happening a couple of weeks ago, so there were quite a lot of people talking about it, blah blah blah. But I think it will build back up again, especially when they get a big title. When a big title is announced to be released on VR, everyone would be talking about it. But yeah, I mean, it's hard because they're so drastically different. Like, you're only, if you're a casual gamer, you're never going to bother buying you know, a VR console. You're just not going to, because it's too expensive, and you won't really use it. So from the point of view of putting them head to head, I mean, it's really, really hard because they're targeting two totally different markets. Yeah.
And then that's a good thing for Nintendo, because they've just said, you know what, let's go left. Everyone's going right, focusing on VR. Let's just focus on playability, man. Like,
yeah. I think Nintendo, like you say, made that decision when the Wii came out. They instead of going, you know what, we're going to try and go toe to toe with Microsoft and Sony. They just went, you know what, them two can go toe to toe with each other. We're going to go for a different market and we're going to go our own route. And I also think that Nintendo realized that their most successful franchise is Super Mario by far. And Super Mario is a game that, yeah, the graphics over the years have obviously improved from the legendary Super Mario Brothers on the NES, but like, actually the concept of the game hasn't developed any further because it doesn't need to. It doesn't need to develop any further. It's a platform game where you play a level from beginning to end. It's not like a story-based game where, like Grand Theft Auto, or, you know, it's not a game that you need to play online with loads of people like Call of Duty. So the point I'm trying to make is they realize our most successful game, our most successful franchise is actually really, really simple. So why are we trying to compete with the likes of Sony and Microsoft, and do this really kind of complicated story heavy stuff when we can just fucking smash out a new Super Mario Brothers game when we release every console and just kill it.
Exactly. You know, I fancy a bit of Mario as well now.
We're all sitting here waiting for the iOS Super Mario to drop.
What the fuck happened with that? I mean,
it's coming.
Yeah.
But like we've all on the App Store, you can like I don't know what you call it, not pre-order, but you can like register your interest.
Yeah, I did that. Notify me. I've selected that. It's still not let us know.
Yeah.
We will let you know when Super Mario Run is available. All right, Apple. Fair enough. Yeah, I can't wait for a bit more Mario. I think the Nintendo Switch is going to be the sort of thing where I think me and you will get into it, man. I think it's a bit of us. Got a bit of retro feel to it because we've, been around at sort of when Mario was doing its thing and been around for the 64 and the sort of good iterations of Mario. And like, let's be honest, Nick, me and you, we're not the hardest hardcore gamers. We just fucking like a bit of fun. Like, yeah, I might get into Fallout quite deep, or I might play COD a while, but I wouldn't call myself gamer number one. So I think for people like us, like say me and you we're getting a train somewhere to go kill an hour doing an activity, and we both had Nintendo Switch controllers. There we go, bosh, bit of Mario. Do you know what I mean? I think it's that sort of vibe. And if we were basketballers or free runners, who knows? Maybe we'd stop halfway through our basketball game and play some Mario, just like in the advert, or maybe not. But, the Nintendo Switch, man, exciting times. I come across something quite funny actually on the internet the other day, Nick. I love tech wins. I love when people use technology to me and Nick will say the word sheg, yeah, which is basically a skank, rip someone off, yeah. And a sheg can happen to you. You can have a sheg of a day. Oh, fucking hell, man. Got fucking, went to the shop, bought some fucking milk, came home, it was off, sheg. Or I can sheg someone else. Yes, traffic warden came along, tried to give me a ticket, didn't get my number plate right. Fuck you. Yeah. Somebody has managed to sheg someone else with an autocomplete essay, an academic paper written by a guy called Christopher Bartneck, which is a rude boy name, Christopher Bartneck. An associate producer at the Human Interface Technology Laboratory. It was accepted. Yeah. After an email asked him to submit a paper to the International Conference on Atomic and Nuclear Physics in the United States in November. So basically, he was asked to write a paper so he could give a talk at a very fancy science conference. He said he only used iOS autocomplete to write his submission, bruv. He literally used autocomplete where it completed every single word for him because he had no knowledge of nuclear physics. So he just started the sentence with atomic or nuclear every time and then just randomly hit autocomplete suggestions, bruv, and got his stuff accepted. Yeah. So either this is iOS is really clever or people weren't really fucking paying attention, I reckon. But
people weren't paying attention.
Shall I give you a sentence that came up?
Go on.
The atoms of a better universe will have the right for a same as you are. The way we shall have to be great place for great time to enjoy the day. You are a wonderful person to your great time to take the fun and take a great time and enjoy the great day.
See, if that got accepted, the person reading it is fucking on drugs.
Oh man, for fuck's sake. Do you think the person just was like, fuck it, we need to just accept some people if they've got atomic in it, let's just he's used atomic, or like, what the fuck, piss off. So what other things do you think we could just sheg our way around with autocomplete? I would love to see somebody do get a Tinder win with full autocomplete.
Yeah, that would be good.
Yeah,
that would be good. Or if somebody who worked at a news, who worked on the news, somebody who writes scripts for the news.
Yes.
If they started a story properly, but then started just doing autocomplete, like tapping the middle button, so the newsreader, when they're reading the auto cue, is like, and today in Croydon, 6 people died and a chicken went running with you. Like, it'd just be like...
I'd fucking love that. I'd love that, man. That is sick.
Just to see where it goes,
Yeah, man, yeah. But autocomplete is a bit of a sheg, though, because, here you go, sheg. Is a bit of a sheg, because whoever wants to say that they want to duck somebody, ducking, whoever says ducking, yeah? Why does it always do that for? When my phone, I'm trying to say fucking, it's telling me ducking, yeah? Ducking is not what I want to do. I can't wait.
Definitely don't want to duck.
Can't wait to duck you tonight.
Yeah.
Nah, mate.
Can't wait to get home and be like...
What the fuck?
Duck you to
When did you realise that you could do that, bruv? When did you realise you could do that, Nick? You were a half man, half duck.
Just a talent from early, Just the talent that I had. Britain's Got Talent next year. I'll be on there.
Can you say anything in a duck voice?
I don't really say anything. I just make sounds.
Could you say how to kill an hour?
It's too hard to talk.
Go on, Nick. Go on, please, bruv.
You can't.
See, you're such an
You can't-
entertainer. You want cash monies before you do these things, don't you?
You can't talk when you do it. No, I'm being serious because it's like the way you make the sound. Your mouth has to be shut.
All right, fair enough. Wow, Nick, half man, half duck. We got time for another one before we get out of here. Another bit of a silly story because I've been a bit educational earlier on in this podcast.
Go on, quick, because in my real life now, just going to give you a glimpse into my real life. I've got to go to the post office before it shuts. Real talk.
Exciting times.
I know.
Vine apparently is going to close.
Do you know what?
Yep.
Just off the bat, I don't give a shit. Just off the bat, don't care. Like, I don't like people are mourning it like it's a fucking family member. I don't give a shit. Like, the good thing about Vine dying is that all these fucking arseholes that make fake videos and try to play them off as real fucking videos are going to die with it.
What fake?
Like,
what do you mean?
Like, like people like Logan Paul or whatever his fucking name is. Like, he's made a career off the fucking back of making Vine videos, like at the start that people thought were real, and actually it's all set up. Jack Jones is another one. All these fucking twats on the internet who fucking make out that their stories, that make out that their videos are real, but they're fake. I saw Jack Jones we saw him, didn't we? Was it us who saw him?
Did we see him?
Oh, no, it was me and my other
friend. Is
yeah,
it where they do stuff like take the piss out of people, like just walk up to someone and throw an egg in their face? And
but it's all fake. I saw Jack Jones, right, in Leicester Square. My guy was like trying to record something with this police officer and he done about 5 takes. It's just like, fuck off with your fake videos, playing them off as real. So Vine can crash and burn for all I care.
Right. Can I turn Nick's hate into love?
No.
Maybe. I'm gonna give you one more bit of information. Pornhub want to buy it and restore it back to its not safe for work glory.
Okay, so maybe you are turning my head a little bit. I mean,
So porn. I don't know. Pornhub are quite into tech. I mean, they have shown us a lot of concept things like the special Pornhub. I think they have some devices that plug into Pornhub and basically they tell you how
simulate what you're watching.
Yeah. Or they help to stimulate people that are already having sex. Yeah, so does that not interest you? 6 seconds ain't enough for me, man. Like, come on, I'm gonna be real. I don't
know, man. I saw your ex the other day, and she was saying something different, bro. Like,
nah, man, I'm a 9-second man. 2 pumps and a wiggle. Proud pumps. 2 proud pumps and a wiggle.
It's the wiggle that makes all the difference.
There you go, wiggle and shake. I got mine. You better go get yours.
Yeah, exactly.
6 seconds, man. Nah, I don't think that's. I'm to be honest, Nick. That's not enough for me to have a wank. Even if it was on repeat, it's got to be a really fucking good 6 seconds. It's got to be 6 seconds of magic. Like,
but the thing is with Vine is they just loop though, don't they? So it's like it is only 6 seconds, but if you press play on it, it just keeps going and going and going. So
maybe
it could be eternity.
Oh yeah, 6 seconds of eternity. Oh yeah. Anyway, I just thought I'd wrap it on that. And to be fair, there's a lot more information about it. But to be fair, Vine's probably going to be on its way out, we've heard. But I don't know, because Twitter have a lot of money, man. But apparently, it's going to be going. So we'll just keep an eye on that, man. And I'll let you get to the post office, Nick.
Do you know what? It's one of those things that Vine will probably go, but it will fucking come back as something else.
Yeah.
Like, they'll just call it something else and it'll be 10-second fucking videos. Like, the usual shit.
Yeah, you know what I mean. It's one of those ones, isn't it, mate? Anyway, Nick, when you do pop down to the office next, I'll make you a brew on our iKettle.
Okay, just make sure you got the right app.
What a fucking dickhead I am, innit? Yeah, all right, there's plenty of ways to kill an hour out there. I've been Marcus Bronzy, at Marcus Bronzy on Twitter.
And I've been Nick Bright, at Nick Bright DJ on everything.
At Nick Bright DJ on everything.
Not Vine, though.
Not, yeah, except for Vine. Yeah, that's gone now. Yeah, plenty of ways to kill an hour. Thank you for killing one with us.
Safe.